Hi, I'm Tim from the Heresy Group. Going to be trying out something new tonight, which is a live stream on YouTube, which I haven't done very much of because we've had so many technical problems with OBS and all the rest of the software. But we're trying it tonight off of my DSLR using a few separate different pieces of software. So Thomas, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I will be kicking this out to a few more people over on Instagram. So you guys are going to have to bear with me. Trying out this new setup tonight. Hopefully we can get it all working and everything will be fine. We have had some technical difficulties before using this platform. So what I'm going to do, I'm also going to bounce onto Instagram. I'm going to get that running live as well and hopefully get some people over to join in. Welcome everyone. If you just want to say a little hello in the live chat, I'll know who's here. Other than that, it's very difficult for me to be able to see who's joining me online, but thank you so much for joining. There's a little bit of an echo on the mic. Okay, thank you very much, and I will address that very shortly. Sorry about this, guys. I will be trying to get this echo gone just by using the lapel mic. So if you just bear with me for 2 minutes, I will try and get this all working and some sound a little bit better. It's just because I've got the standard mic on. So guys, I hope you're all good. Thank you very much for joining me. This is the first live stream that I have done. Preacher, hey, Dallas, Texas, thank you very much for joining. Hopefully the sound will get better. Hey, BHR, what's going on, boy? So guys, just give me a second to try and get this set up. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I know this doesn't look great, but hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm going to go live over on Instagram as well. If you do have any questions for me tonight, this is just a bit of a test. Please, everyone who's watching, just let me know. Audio, video, I really want to get this down and get this working well. Again, this is the first live stream I've ever done off of the DSLR. So all of your feedback, I really want to make these videos as professional as possible, and I want to be able to interact with you as seamlessly as possible. So all feedback over in the live chat would be absolutely fantastic. I will be covering a few different subjects, 5x5 here. So hopefully, I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, dude. Is that the ratio of the video? Am I on a square video rather than a kind of, let me see. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. I think I see what you mean. I think I'm coming up in like a very square ratioed video. And I'm sorry about that. Again, there's just some teething problems with the software, but I will hopefully be able to rectify that. Just going to go over to the live dashboard, see if I can make any changes. I am looking now. Says that I am live, and who we've got. We've got a good connection stream status, but I can't change. I can't change the size. Yeah, height's correct. Width a bit short, but no issues. Okay, that might just be setting on the camera. Might be able to change that, but I probably won't be able to do it. Old military speak for transmission and receiving quality. Perfect. Okay, Preacher, thank you so much for that. I'm going to be going live on Instagram now. Sorry about this, guys. Everyone on YouTube, I am trying to just get this platform sorted. Not the easiest thing to get set up. So just bear with me, and I will be live over on Instagram. So guys, hope you're all having a good evening. There is some stuff that I want to be talking about. Hello, Instagram. I am live over on YouTube as well. So if you do want to watch over there, you can. The quality of the footage just off the bat is 1,000,000 times better on YouTube than it is on Instagram. So if you're watching on Instagram, you can head over to YouTube, and I will just pin a little comment on here. So, hope you guys are all good. Again, I've got a few different things I want to talk about tonight, some stuff that turned up today. I've got a level 5 jacket, level 7 jacket from Helican. That's a really, really nice jacket. We're super impressed with that. I also want to talk about some of the equipment from the Hussar, because I have been running a lot of that recently, which is awesome. I've really enjoyed it. Guys, Brooksy, what's going on? Guys, if you can join me over on YouTube, I just want to make sure that the quality is all good. I do want to do away with being on Instagram. I've had some real big problems with long live streams on Instagram. The next thing I need to be able to work out is how do I get Richie on here as well, and that'd be really cool. So yeah, guys, if anyone is watching over on Insta, please bounce over to YouTube. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, we can continue this on. Any questions for me throughout this live stream, just drop them into the chat and I will answer them as best I can. So, a few things to talk about tonight. I'm a little bit tied to this lapel mic, but hopefully if I unravel it a little bit, we should be able to show some stuff off, which is one thing about my belt setup I do want to change. So I'm just going to throw this over the top of this top. So you can see this belt set up. Stuff that I do want to kind of move around. I was doing some drills and I have been trying to sort of run as many drills as possible recently. So I'm just going to get this done up. Not properly, but just over the top of the trousers. It's just this positioning here as well, this front magazine. As you can see, this is taking a little bit of wear. This is the claw gear pouch. So I've been running a fair few drills with this and just trying to get everything right for a change. One of the key things that I've been talking about with Richie and with some of the other platforms is admin reloads. Guys, if you're not kind of aware with admin reloads, you see so many people in the real steel community grab their pistols and they just drop their magazines onto the floor. That's fine if you're using $25 Glock, polymer plastic magazines. Airsoft magazines can be extremely expensive. They're also hella delicate. So for all the guys out there that run TM pistols, you'll know that there is a seal around the outside of this part of the magazine. And if you drop it too many times, it's not going to last very long at all. So what we're trying to work on here is an admin reload. So that's a reload where you are essentially swapping the magazines in one hand, enabling you to carry on, but then also enabling you to keep that magazine stowed at all times. So yeah, tack reload and admin reload, obviously you get a big difference. Now, one of the key things is definitely speed. You're going to be able to just drop that mag very, very quickly if you need to. And I completely understand in some circumstances. For me, I have, just slung an M4 mag out, gone for my fast reload mag pouch, which is here. This is kind of my emergency reload pouch. So if absolutely everything is going fucking wrong, that's the one I go for. Other than that, it is plate carrier based, reload. The same really with the pistol. If I'm going to my pistol, it's for two reasons. One, I do quite like doing some CQB work with pistols. Agree with it, don't agree with it, it's all good. But definitely something that I do, find myself doing. If we're in a very, very tight environment, and I can get this draw on my pistol and I can use this in a CQB environment, I definitely will. Another couple of things that I've found very good with the pistol over using your long, essentially is, if you've got your full weapon on your chest, if you need to get it away from you, you're crawling upstairs, which I did recently with a few other guys. They were struggling to break some stairs, and what I ended up doing is taking my AG away, drew my pistol, and I literally elbowed my way up the stairs to the very top floor and just broke the top of the barrel over the top of the staircase like so, and then began to engage targets, rather than if I'd have put my AG over the top and was shooting down sights, I would have really revealed a lot more of my body, probably been shot in the face, to be quite honest. So sorry guys, I'm just having a quick look at the comments. I'm a little bit far away. Adriano, thank you very much for bouncing over. Try and do it as fast as you can. Need more lighting, looks a little bit dark. Yeah, that will be the settings on the camera more than anything. Might be able to make some changes to this. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. Yeah, there's settings on the camera. Should be able to change it as long as I'm in focus. Sort of, you can see what's going on. I definitely will be making some changes to this in the future. YouTube is the platform that I really want to be live streaming on. So I apologise if it's a little bit dark. There might be some stuff I can do about that, just without getting actually behind the camera. It might be a little bit difficult. Just bear with me, guys. Quite bright my end. Okay. Guys, thank you very much for joining. I've got people watching on Instagram and over on the live chat on YouTube. YouTube seems very, very steady in the way that it's giving me, you know, my footage. This is 60 frames, 1080p, and it seems super, super still. So, guys, if you're watching over on Instagram, you're more than welcome to join me over on YouTube. Thoughts on the British military surplus kit? Zach, I'm not a massive fan of it. If you want my honest opinion, I have owned some surplus items, but I think for what I paid, which was about 40 quid for a pair of trousers and the bottoms, I believe that I would have preferred now to spend a little bit more and, you know, get something, get something a little bit more Gucci. Claw Gear is, you know, my favourite at the moment. I use a lot of their equipment. It is a little bit more expensive, but it's so versatile. Again, if you're a beginner, you know, a lot of beginners start in surplus kit. And I think for beginners and someone who's going to do their first year playing airsoft, I think surplus kit can be very good. I know Richie likes some of the US surplus kit, but for me, I do prefer, you know, reproduction kit or secondary market kit. Guys, let me just try and have another button bash on the camera to see if I can get this picture a little bit brighter. Don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Not without seeing the back of the camera anyway. Okay, on OBS, right. I'm not using OBS. I'm using just the webcam software. And I've essentially just using my DSLR as a webcam. So, yeah, I can't use that. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to try and keep up with these comments. They are sort of coming in quicker than I can read them. So, apologies. Guys on Instagram, if you want to bounce over and watch on YouTube, I'd love that. Really appreciate that. Okay, sorry guys, let me bounce through these comments. Need more lighting, looks a little bit dark. Yeah, sorry about that. I will I'll address that. That's settings on the camera more than anything else. Slit it out. Thoughts on the British military surplus kit? It said that. Odd question as someone who runs firearms. Why do you think is the reason US-made products are starting to suffer in quality? Preacher, my honest opinion on that is that I think a lot of American companies like Cry, like 511, and a few others that are out there have started to get so big in the amount of products that they need to make that they have started farming out. So obviously, you know, one of the big ones over the last year or so is that 511 started pushing a lot more of their kit to be made in India. For me, I personally have seen a much bigger decrease in quality. And if you compare, say, 511 to Helican back in the day, for me, I would have said 511 every single time. But now I would say Helican all the time. It's Polish made. It's fucking awesome quality. I will quickly show you the level 7 jacket that I got today. It is really, really nice. Sorry, I will do these questions and I'll quickly bounce back. That's why I've transitioned over to European manufacturers. Yeah, Preacher, exactly that, mate. New Cry Gen 4S looks trash. Archie, I've heard a lot about new Cry stuff. That's not been very good. And that's from a good mate of mine, Matt, the Candyman. You guys have probably seen him if you're Instagram fans. Then yeah, you've probably heard of the Candyman. He's had all the Cry stuff, everything you can fucking think of. JPC1, JPC2, AVS, CPC, all of them. And he's not a fan of the quality at all. Jim, welcome. Thank you very much, Jim91, for coming over. Adriano as well. James Shell, how's it going? What's your thoughts on Warrior cargo packs? I'm thinking about getting one. I've got one in here somewhere. If this cable allows me to go far enough, I will get it. Because I love my cargo pack. I use it a hell of a lot. We're getting towards the end of the length of the cable. This is where I pull the camera over. So guys, just bear with me and I will grab some of this stuff to have a look at. Sorry that it's a bit dark. I have got the lights on in here, but clearly doesn't seem to be enough. Right, first then, talk about the cargo pack from Warrior Assault Systems. This is my go-to backpack at the minute. Honestly, it's got my gym kit in it. I use it for absolutely everything. Put a big water bottle in the front. You can put a ballistic helmet in the front of here. You can put anything in here. Literally, the front of this bag is awesome. Nice big admin pocket on the front. MVGs, whatever you want to put in here to keep safe. You do have this nice big pocket on the front of here. Another admin pocket, big section in the back, really heavy mesh, and then you've got a bladder section in the back that zips closed. So you've got this big, like, zip open section. Hopefully you can see that okay. These bags, for the money you pay for them, are fucking awesome. They are really, really good bags, and I know a lot of people that use them. Yes, Ferro do one, and there's some other brands out there that do other copies, but very, very good. Really, really good. Found a new tack gear creator today, similar to Hussar, Poland-based too. So nice. Adriano, sling it over. Thought on the Helican Tex quality. I went to buy BDU in Pencott. Sorry for the spam. Mate, no spam. Don't worry about it. Ask all the questions you want. Scout Recon, how are you, my brother? Thank you very much for coming over, Scout. Really, really appreciate it. Guys, if you are live over on Instagram, please feel free to bounce over and watch on YouTube. It's way better quality, and the stream will hopefully be a lot more stable. Yeah, this is the helmet cargo pack. I do have a cargo pack as well. For me, it's too small. Just the plain cargo pack is very, very small. I've got one next door it's just kicking about. Still got the label on it. I don't particularly use it very often because it is very, very small capacity. Was watching, first time watching live and liking it. Questions you have reviewed, tested, the G-Code Scorpion soft shell mag pouches. I haven't tested those. For me, the magazines of choice for a lot of people is the ESS TAC Kiwi. It's being used by Instructor Zero. It's being used by Lucas at T-Rex Arms and loads of other people that I'm a big fanboy of. I love the claw gear stuff. I love these kind of elastic mag pouches. They're very good. They're good for getting the magazine out, super nice and quick. At the same time, they're easy enough to get the magazine back in if you can camp that backside in. They do go in there okay. The Kydex obviously gives you a much faster draw and ease of getting back in. As you can tell here, where I've been practicing my pistol draw, it has started to diminish at the top of there. So it is something to worry about. I do want some advice, guys. If you do have any advice or any videos, feel free to send them to Facebook. You can send them to Instagram of you doing your pistol admin reload. At the moment, what I'm doing is I'm coming up like so. I'm putting my rounds down and then I'm dropping that magazine. And then, sorry guys, I've messed this up. So I'm going dry. The first thing I'm doing is getting that new magazine, dropping the old one, like literally, old one at the front, new one at the back, swapping like so, and then I can get back on target if I need to. And then I run that magazine back into that pocket. So again, because I messed it up the first time, I'm engaging the target like so, and then I'm going to run dry, back, canted, pretty much like this. So this is the sort of drill I'm going for. I've tried it a few times. I've tried to do it at speed. It's not been one that I found easy to master. So if there is any feedback that you have on fast pistol mag and not a drop-in pistol mag change, a clean one, please let me know. Comments, videos, message me on Instagram. You can message me on Facebook, whatever you want to do. But yeah, working on the pistol reloads is something that's been a little bit more difficult. The left-hand reload for me is still shit. I don't do it particularly well. I do shoot a lot of left-hand now. All of the guys from Instagram are going to know this. But yeah, the YouTube guys, you probably don't. I spent about 4 months learning to shoot left-handed. I'm a right-handed shooter, so I shoot, let me get my 416 and I will show you. I predominantly shoot like this, so I shoot right-handed with my fingers normally split on this Magpul front-angled grip. So hopefully you can see that okay. So normally I tend to shoot like this with 3 here, and it's stops my hand from moving backwards and forwards. Just to show you around this gun, for torch, I come underneath with my thumb like so, and I can execute the torch. And then all of my laser IR is done via this thumb pad here. So if I'm shooting right side, I tap this arm nice and low down. And then when I come to my change, I swap my right hand first. So my right hand comes forward to that grip. And I essentially have exactly the same grip, left and right hand. So fingers split over that little module. Again, now I still have access to my torch with my thumb, and my fingers roll round. So mainly these two fingers here, index and my middle finger, literally operate this laser. So I tend to, again, run that change like so, right hand out, just swap shoulders. Seems like such a simple drill. I end up, Adriano will tell you, I bloody end up swapping all the time now. So, I'm coming up to a target, dependent on cover or where I need to go, I can just run that swap like so, and I'm back down on target as I need to. And then if I need to come back, again, I run that swap back. I do get some slight barrel elevation on the swap back from left to right hand, but it's okay. It's something I'm still mastering. It's something that I'm just trying to establish. I want to be a better shooter. I want to be more accurate. I want to be more punctual. I want to be tactically more efficient. And for me, drills is the only way to do that. Practice your reloads while you're watching TV and without looking at your weapon. A preacher, I was saying that the other day. Flared magwell makes a big difference. Cold spear, thank you very much. Yeah, that's something I've actually looked at. Is getting a flared magwell for the TAC 45. They do them as like a little pin-on add-on. So yeah, that's something I could have a wee look at. Pretty slick transitions. I could hit a cow's arse with a banjo using my other hand. Yeah, for me, I shoot a lot left-handed. So just show you as well, some people really struggle with getting their eye down the sight, and they lean their head right over the stock. So if I'm, just by the way, guys, just because I know there is some very safety-conscious airsofters out there, the gun's on safe. There's also no battery in the gun at all. So if I just open it up, there's nothing in there. So just for the safety-conscious guys, don't worry that I'm going to shoot myself in the teeth. I'm not. But people really struggle with getting their left eye down. So my eye, hopefully you can see, is bang down the scope right now. I'm looking at the lens. And then during that swap, my eye is still down the scope. And you see a lot of people really struggle with getting that left eye over. So you see a lot of cant. And I've seen this personally with people that I've been talking to about left-handed shooting. You see this. So can you see my neck? I'm literally trying to get my right eye, which I naturally shoot with, to look down the scope. So you see a lot of people shoot left-handed like this, really canted over, and you can see the angle of my head. Whereas if you're shooting left eye, left hand, you should just be like that. You see my head is much more straight rather than this, which you see a lot, where my head is over. So, that's one thing that you will get from a lot of practice during that transition drill is just, again, straight down the scope, and it's really little movement with my head. I'm literally just swapping the gun from side to side, which seems very obvious, but with a lot of practice and with essentially trying this over and over and over, you do get it. Okay, guys, let me catch up with the comments. Sorry about this. I'm going to need to find a way of making the text for the comments bigger. The quickest way to transition literally is to move the buttstock over without transitioning your hand grip. It's odd at first, but it does pay dividends in speed. Yeah, I have seen people do that. The reason that I actually don't like that and with the change is that you end up very wonky. So if you need to make an accurate shot around a bend, I know exactly what you're saying. So you're saying stay like this and just change the stock over. For me, it's a very, very unnatural shooting position. Also, you can see how much work my arm is doing here. It's overextended and it's very flat, but bending the elbow. So at the moment, if I'm holding the gun like so, pressed against my chest in the pocket, I've got a real torsion in my forearm, which is fine. If you're shooting for a short period of time and you want to just swap to the left and you do this, it's okay. But for me, it's not something that's sustainable. And what I find that I can do is when I do that change, that swap of shoulders, this I can shoot like this all day. Look, my arm's bent. All of that shoulder weld is still there, but my arm's nice and bent. There's no stress on either of my arms. Whereas if I'm shooting like this and over, I'm telling you now, this arm is hurting already doing that. So I completely understand it for speed, but for longevity of playing an entire weekend swapping hands, for me, it doesn't really work. Okay. Pretty slick transitions too, thank you. Don't be too harsh, play more CQB. Pressure improves your game. Yeah, for me, CQB is a little bit difficult. There isn't very many decent CQB places around near me. And a lot of it is that speed shit, which I'm, as you can tell, not a massive fan of. Need to find a good pouch for a Scar H. Any ideas? ESS Tac. They do them. They're expensive. They're about $23 each, but they are good. They are the brand of magazine that I'm looking to go to. Warrior Assault System 762 AK triple. Yeah, it's a good suggestion. Right, guys. Sorry, I'm going to I'll shoot both eyes open, so no problem with left-sided, sided, right-handed. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking through the people that have joined me on Instagram. Guys, if you're on Instagram, feel free to bounce over to YouTube. It's a little bit more active on there with the comments and everything. So if you can do that, please feel free to bounce over. Sorry, guys, I'm just having a quick catch up. The biggest problem I've found with doing the transition, but being able to disengage the safety in time and getting the shot. Yeah. Depends if you have an ambidextrous safety. Obviously, a good thing with the 416, you have the ambidextrous safety. On the Scar, which I am more and more of a fan of, as you guys will probably know. For me, the Scar has ambidextrous fire controls, but it also has ambidextrous mag release, which is nice. Really need to practice shooting with my right hand, lefty problems. Now I always run the semi before the transition. Adapt and overcome, play more CQB. Look up at the previous message. Yeah, I saw it, dude. Gunman, I saw it. Again, there was not very many places for CQB near me, but I do a lot of training. Anyone that's interested in training, please stay tuned to the channel and what we do over on Instagram and Facebook. We will be talking about that point too. Okay, now using 3.2s on my Scar after camo raids. Played with it, well, happy. Yeah, Peter Curtis. They are very, very, very good over there. Good thing as well, they're friends with the guys over at Kingdom of Airsoft. And, oh, the pistol mag change one. Right, I didn't see that, dude. Gunman, flared magwell. Yeah, no. There is a faster pistol mag change that works in under a second. Yeah, is that with dropping the mag, though? Gunman, is that with dropping the mag? What BBs do you run? Still blaster? No, I actually stopped using blasters. I now use the Draft Club 0.28. I found them very, very consistent, and I found less flyers, a more consistent BB. If you are looking in depth at the BB itself, and you spend some time cutting them open, and that the Draft Club just have a slightly better quality for me. Mustafa Brad, yeah, the trigger spamming shit puts me off CQB a fair bit, but enjoy playing Catterick and Sterling events. Yeah, Catterick's a good mix. It's not really the place to practice, but it is a good mix. I love Sterling up at Catterick. It's just a long drive for me. I know the guys at Cold Spear, they're massive CQB guys. I think they go to Tackhouse Spartan and they go to all the other places and they really enjoy it. Maybe it's something I need to do. So I might bounce up and see the boys from there. So yeah, guys, look, things I want to work on for sure. One of them is this pistol mag thing. So again, change like so. Try not to drop it out my hands. It's something I'm just trying to work on. To be honest, in front of the camera as well, which makes it a little bit worse. But again, it's just that getting that up, getting that back like so, and just getting that timing right. Couple of times I've really nailed it and it's felt good, and then there's been a few times where I've kind of fumbled it. Again, being in front of you guys on the camera doesn't really help. It's just getting that out, holding that pistol nice and steady, bring that up. This is the way that I've seen online to do it. Again, that flared magwell will probably give me wonders, as it's quite a tight magwell on the HK45. But yeah, I'm just going to keep working on it. The rest of the mag changes and stuff, fairly confident with, but that for me is a big thing. So I'm going to dump this belt off. I just want to talk about one other quick piece of kit that I actually got today, and that is this. So it's this. This is the level 7 from Helicon. Now, I've had a few Helicon jackets now, and honestly, about 3-4 years ago, I bought a Helicon jacket and wasn't very impressed with it at all. Now, I do know that they changed the production process or quality. They've also changed over to the camos that they use. And I've got to admit, it is good when, you know, I'm looking at a product or something and I can say, look, can you send it out to me and I will review it. And if I'm going to keep it, you know, I normally get to buy it at a reduced rate, which is normally how this works. So they normally give me like 10-20% off, which really does help when it comes to buying expensive items. And they did this with the last Helicon jacket. And this one they've sent out to me and I'm going to return it. So it's a bit of a killer because half of me really wants to keep it. It's quite an expensive jacket, but I've got to tell you, I think I'm just going to buy one. And it's not very often I say that about kit like this because I've got, you know, 3 claw gear jackets. I've got an issue jacket, a US issue jacket that's just tan and it's super good for really cold weather. But this thing is really incredible. And I know a few guys that run these. If any of you guys know Jeff, I won't say any more details than that. The Cold Spear guys will know what I mean. But Jeff actually spoke to me about one of these jackets as well. Super, super heavy quality. So this is a level 7 jacket. I've got all of the tags and stuff for it here. So level 7, extreme cold jacket, climate shield apex. So, you know, it will shield against, absolutely, it deflects heat back in against the body. You have to be a little bit careful with washing it. YKK zippers all round, and it's got Teflon coat as well on it. Really nice material, very, very heavyweight. Just looking through the inside, Jeff's one alley bloke. He is, yeah. Nice big pockets on the inside, which I really like. Big padded neck piece as well, so you can get that. It does have a hood that's all rolled up in here. It's just, honestly, guys, it's the warmest jacket I've ever put on. If you've ever wore a Canada Goose jacket, it's like that, but half the weight. That's what it feels like. It's super, super snug. I will just throw it on over the top. This is a size small, so they do come up quite big, but hopefully that didn't make loads of noise down the mic, so I'm sorry if it did. But yeah, really very, very comfortable jacket. Fits incredibly well. It's going to be snug. You know, I just want to try it for my plate carrier and stuff on. They do it in a load of colours if you're not after one in multicam. For me, I wanted a multicam for some upcoming events and some upcoming videos and stuff that we're doing. But yeah, super good quality. Really good sleeve length. So obviously your adjustment on the cuff and pockets on the inside. You've got your Velcro on the shoulders. It's just a super, super heavy quality jacket. Nice big zippers all the way down. So these are really cool. And then in here as well, you have a separate pocket. This is all kind of fleece lined as well, as you can see. You've got your little bungee here. And then you have this separate pocket in on the inside there as well. I've just got my wallet and stuff like that. Wallet and some keys and everything in there. Super impressed with this. Super, super impressed with it. I haven't got it out in the rain yet. It hasn't been soaking wet. It hasn't been covered in mud or anything like that, which it will. Believe me, it will. But yeah, it's a good jacket, and to be recommended by Jeff, then fair play. It must be fairly good. Really crazy how I've got such low numbers on Instagram. Hopefully all you guys are over on YouTube. Yeah, I won't hang this out for too much longer. I do want to do more videos on here. I will take back all of the feedback from tonight. Did the lapel mics work? Do they sound better? Are you able to see me in focus when I'm a little bit further away from the camera? Things like that. I will work on the lighting. I'm a very dark corner of my office here. This is where I do all of my work. So I actually set the lights above me a little bit further back so that they weren't directly on this area, so that I could be out here at night. Hopefully, again, everything's okay. I really want to use more YouTube as a platform. This works for me so much better. Again, I want to make sure that, you know, everything's good. Instagram is okay, but I have had a ton of problems with live streaming on Instagram. Again, people say to me, oh, I missed the live stream. It's really hard for me to watch. You know, I can't watch it back at another time. So with this type of live stream, I want to be talking about all different things. I will start scheduling them so that they are regular and that you guys will know when they're going to happen. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, and there's a lot of things I want to be completely honest about. Just before we go any further, I think a few people mentioned it to me about me talking about running drills, and they're like, well, you know, what background have you got? What's your background? And this sort of thing. Me talking about running drills and showing you what I'm doing is not me teaching you. I'm not a skilled rifle person, whatever that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a tactical shooter or something like that. This is not what I'm about. And what I want to do is I just want to tell you what I'm doing. And if I can help you, then cool. And like tonight we've been chatting, and if you can help me, then do you know what I'm saying? Like then it's beneficial for both of us. Another thing that I do, just very want to press on a little bit, and just before I leave, just kind of leave this as a bit of a thought. I've received loads of positive feedback on the idea of doing training. The most feedback, absolutely hands on my heart, about any subject I've ever covered on the channel, whether it be something very controversial about my views on Airsoft International, through to my views on kit, through to my views on individuals in the airsoft industry. I've never, ever had so much feedback about anything that I've had about training, and I've never seen so much positivity. At the same time, I have received an odd message or a backhanded comment from people saying, oh, what's the fucking point? It's only airsoft, blah, 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 blah. If that's the attitude that people have towards this, then you are more than welcome to just not involve yourself with any of the videos I do around training, or you know, you don't have to sign up to it, you don't have to come to it or anything like that. That's totally cool with me. Like, that's down about, you know, that is about individuals, and if you want to put yourself out, gunman, try lighting from the front going up. Yeah, gunman, I will do that, dude. So I'm just trying to keep an eye out what the comments are. I will have to go back through the comments, guys, because they are super going crazy and I just can't keep up. So, yeah, about training, guys, if you are into it, if you like the idea of it, if you're keen on doing it, stay tuned to what we're doing, the Heresy group. We will be doing some cool stuff. We're not going to teach you how to suck eggs. We're not going to tell you that you're wrong. We're not going to tell you that, you know, our way is better than yours. That's not what this is about. The training is to give you a safe environment to train. That's the key thing that we're delivering. Other sites don't do it. A few guys give people the option to do it. What we are doing is giving you a safe environment to train. At the same time, I can drill myself all day long. I can say to myself, right, Tim, today you're going to do 5,000 reloads. Awesome. But what about when someone comes along and says, hold on a minute, Tim, you need to do a left-handed reload or whatever. So what we're going to do on these days is there's going to be some specific drills that we're going to ask you to partake in. So we'll say, you know, go from A to B, whilst you're at B, do this thing, and then go from B to C, do this thing, and then you're back to A again. So it's a very simple routine. It won't be something that's really difficult, like 5, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, shooting at, you know, 6 different targets. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to run simple drills to make sure that guys get down the basics. And then if you're happy with that, you know, we'll mark you off on the course or whatever, and you can then potentially be invited back to do something a little bit more complex. And when it gets to the point that surpasses our knowledge as a collective of people, my knowledge will be this big. Richie's is this big, Grant's is this big, Smudge is this big, and all the rest of the guys,
we would end up being able to do as much as we like. I've got some really cool people involved in this team, as you probably know, from guys that I have no idea what their background is. I just know they've done some cool shit, through to Smudge and Smudge's team. It will always be part of my family. I've got so much time for that dude, as well as other people. There is a ton of other people out there that are willing to help us. JP, if any of you guys know JP from Chrome Fit, that guy's background is pretty Gucci. Cold Spear, and though my northern family know JP, he's got an awesome background. He's always going to be part of this family of people and this collective of the Heresy group. We have a ton of people in this team that will be able to teach and improve and teach and improve and teach and improve. And it's not just me teaching you and you improving. It's me talking to you about, doing drills and us learning together. I have no problem at all with approaching this day one way and it coming out completely different. So if we go in and halfway through the day, Fles or Scout Recon or whoever else rolls up to me and says, do you know what, dude? I tried this earlier and it was really good. And they, do some mag change and it's good and it works and we can see benefit in it, then the whole program changes like that. That's what it is. There's no hard and fast way to just nail down this. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. So what I'm just trying to say is it will be ultra flexible. It will be really good fun. It won't be about this timed speed shoot thing. It will be admin. It will be controlled. It will be controlled shooting. And it will be making sure that when you go to your next event and you're under fire and you've got to change mag and you've got to cover your mate and then you've got to lay down rounds, that you feel more confident about doing it. That's all it's about. So hopefully that preaches over. Guys, I really want you to understand this is not, me standing in front of you, looking cool, telling you what to do, and then standing back and watching you do it. It's not about that at all. We are much more concerned as a group about making this work better. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Right, rant over. Hopefully you guys get it. Okay. Guys, I'm going to catch up with the comments because I'm way, way, way behind. UK, okay. Trigger spamming. Okay, UK Airsoft is hard. Everyone who does it is either complete noob or completely badass operator. Adam Latchford. I disagree. I think there's a lot of people in the middle of that that have played, say, skirmishes for a long time and have not really progressed. So they're not a noob. They know, they've been around the scene for a long time. They've just never drilled or anything. Tim, do you stick your mags in your pouch upside down? I found it much easier to have them facing up to see which is empty. No, Billy, I work in a particular order with my magazines. So I know what magazine I was just last on. It's something that you do if you only run a few mags. So I run 5 mags at all time, 1 in the gun, 1 on my hip, and 3 on my chest. And I always know where I'm at. There has been a few times where we've been in buildings, absolutely pinned down, and we're all swapping mags around and stuff. It gets a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I have a routine that I work to. Bravo 1 in Brums is fun. CQB Killhouse. Jim, Birmingham is a long way from me. Long way. Quick, everyone, watch when he looks at the screen so he sees your message. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up. It's crazy. Jeff's 180 bloke. Good. Video quality, no lag. Awesome. Can't wait for this. One piece of advice I can say, look at Travis Haley Art of the Tactical Pistol. Yeah, I've got that video. I've got all the Travis Haley stuff. I just haven't watched it in a long time. Need to go back to it. Right, Tim, to hit the gym, dude. Have a good stream. Need Richie, though. Can't leave the Silver Fox out. Yeah, we will be bringing Richie to these live streams. We just need to work out how we put him in a window here. Have a few numbers keen to come down, take part, mate. Cold Spear, appreciate that, dude. We'll probably do a team day that will be more focused on team-orientated drills, and it will work you harder as a little unit rather than, the first one we're going to do, which will be like essentially more beginner drills, which I think might bore you a little bit. And obviously it's a long way for you to come down, but no doubt I will make sure that you guys from Cold Spear are
definitely in and come down. And plus, I really want to hang out with you guys. It's been a long time, and I miss you all. My northern family. Okay. Evening, sir. Great feed. Well up for this training. Thanks, Damien. As I say, you know, we've tried to put it out there and be legit about this as possible. You know, Richie is uber keen on this, but he wants to make sure that it's done the right way, it's approached the right way, and that we address this and be very honest about it. I just don't want to show up like, you know, instructor zero and be like telling you guys what to do when you could quite easily call me out and say, Tim, what the fuck have you done? That's what I don't want to go down. So that's why I say we're not teaching. We're just giving you a safe environment to train. We're going to put some drills out for you to do. How you do them is really down to you. You know, if you want to do a one-headed handstand, kick flip, fucking mag change, as long as you're comfortable doing it and you can do it well and you can kind of press on with it, then yeah, cool, no drama. Hope that makes sense. If some reviews on boots because everything in the States has turned to shit. Preacher, people swear over here by Solomon's, so that can be something to look at. Heart Killer is a very popular UK brand in the hunting community, but they're wet weather and they're very expensive. Vicky Cashel, welcome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Stream works great, no breakups at all. Yes. Happy about that. We had some real nightmares with Instagram. So Instagram has 1 viewer at the moment. So I'm glad that everyone's over here. Thanks, guys, for spending your Tuesday evening with me. I want to see backflips and draw of pistols. Yeah, that's what we're probably not going to be doing. Again, ex-army boots, really depends on what you get. Lowers, quite popular here, but they're shit in the wet. And at the moment, it's been wet where I am in the southeast now for probably about a week and a half. So if you were to play in them, they'd be fucked and you get sore feet. I like Heart Killers. They keep my feet bone dry. I've worn them quite a lot now for urban, Solomon, for rural Heart Killer. And that's pretty much it. If there is stuff as well that you want me to go over, there's things that you want me to... Harry K. what's going on? The Punish one. How's it going, brother? Glad for you guys have joined us. A lot of the crowd is over on Instagram, is over on YouTube. So if you want to head over to YouTube, you can do that and check out the live stream. Guys, do you know what? I just need to quickly have a look at the live stream myself, which I haven't done yet. So I will quickly have a look at it. Sorry about that feedback. That was me opening the stream to see what I look like. I've got myself open in 2 windows. It looks very strange. Yeah, I get that. A little bit dark. Could probably bring the colours up a little bit as well. Don't worry, guys. The next time I go live, this will all be addressed. I'll hide these mics up. And I will also make sure that the colouring is up a little bit and there's not this awful shadow across me. I've got some lights that I can easily put on here. I've got a desk lamp and stuff. So, yeah, do not worry about that. I'll make sure that for the next live stream, it's much more slick. I might even try and bring the camera up a little bit because I'm looking at the chat comments just behind the camera. And so I'm looking up and above you. Maybe something like that is a little bit better. Okay, just going to try and keep up with the comments for a little while. Man, this is crazy. Don't see how you streamers do it. Okay, what about ex-army boots? A few people have asked that. For me, I just think for the money you're going to pay, 60, 70 quid, you can probably get something a little bit better elsewhere. Have you had an experience with VFC Glock? If yes, what are your thoughts on the performance? I haven't. I know a few people that have run VFCs in general and haven't massively been a fan of them and have gone over to TM. That's my honest opinion. I'm very, very biased to TMs. That is just sadly the way it is. After using a variety of other guns throughout the years, going over to the TM was the best decision I ever made. For SCAR, for my 416, for my pistol, they've all run very, very, very well. And they've had a punishing. I really do run my guns fairly hard. You know, they do not get a few shots put through them. They really do get caned. Massive thank you to Camo Raids for servicing my 416. It is fucking monster. Sorry for swearing. AKU Pilgrim, yep. Banging boots. They're what my friend Alfie runs. The Pilgrims, loves them. Lower Coyote GTX. Yeah, I think they might be a bit lightweight. TM is by far the best, to be honest. Yeah, me too. I really am very, very biased. Thank you very much, top man. TM all the way. Damien, completely agree. Unless you spend a lot of money modifying. Yeah, you can spend a lot of money modifying. I mean, look what Richie's done. I wish he was here with us now because he could talk about this. But Richie has had a long career in airsoft. So, you know, the way that it works for him realistically is that he's had these guns, and rather than lose money and sell them and whatever, you know, like, he has chose to upgrade them. And he's done this over many years. Richie's been around the airsoft scene for a long, long time. So that makes me say that he's really old. He's not old, but, you know, he's a bit older than me. But he's been around for a long time, so he's upgraded his guns over the years, and now they are fucking ridiculous. Absolutely insane. They are as custom as you can get them. You know, they're up there. Wigs Push Back, how's it going, Reese? Thank you very much for bouncing over and joining us on YouTube. Yeah, see his gate on the his video on the gate MOSFET. Yeah, so 3 of his guns that he's got have got gates in. They're all modified. They've all got custom gears. They've all got custom motors and all sorts of other stuff. He has got just very custom weapons. But, and he will say this if you watched the live stream the other night, he was using my 416D with a 7.2 volt LiPo in it and was absolutely blown away by the performance. Gareth, what pistol are you running? I'm running, let me get it. I'm running this. It's a TM41. For God's sake, Tim. It is a Tokyo Marui HK45. This is not 416. Don't know what is going on with me. I've gone crazy. I'm only like an hour into a live stream and I've started going nuts. I really like this weapon. I love the grip. It's nice and narrow. I've got the flatter back on the back of it. It's got a really nice release for your pistol, for the magazine. That's ambidextrous, so it's both sides. It's got this kind of stage drop, which I really like. You hit it by accident, then it will catch like so and won't drop until you fully depressed it. So that's quite nice. If you do accidentally whack the mag, it doesn't fall completely out, but you can get that mag out really quickly if you need to. Again, if I can get the flared base for this, which they do through this back pin, which I probably will. I think that's a great suggestion. So thank you very much to the guys at Coldspit for that. Yeah, flared mag. Really like it. You can have a suppressor on it at the front if you need to. Again, you've got the plastic slide on top, which I really like with the metal innards. Means it's a very fast recoil, and it also means that it doesn't use loads of gas, forcing back a very heavy slide. So I am a huge fan of this. Also, it's got the safety on it. You know, a lot of you guys run Glocks, they don't have a safety on, which I really like. And it's also got the dual stage reset on the trigger as well. So for example, say we've cocked the weapon like so, and you want to reset the hammer to make the gun safe, you can do that just by holding down the selector, and then you can get it back to safe, and the hammer's non-cocked without firing the weapon. So that is one thing that I do like. That is one thing I do like. What kind of helmets do you guys use? I use the FMA Maritime. It's about somewhere. I can find it. Right, I'll get it. I've had all my kit out today, as you can tell. So I use this. This is my FMA Maritime helmet. I've got the padding kit, which I'm not going to be able to see, I don't think, without me trying to shed some light in here. Nope. Can you see that? No, it's probably too dark. Anyway, I do have a full lining kit in here to make it as comfortable as possible. I hate helmets, so I only wear this when I'm running my nods. On the front, I've got a Wilcox dovetail mount, and then I've got my Armor Sight 172. I got a counterweight on the back. It's full of shit. Pretty much. This has got like 4 batteries in it and loads of lead. When you hold it in your hand, it will tip backwards and sits nice and balanced when I've got my nods on there. This helmet was about 40 quid. The lining kit was 60, I think. It's the proper gel ones. It's not the cheap shit ones. And then I've got this. This was like 4 quid. And then all of this setup on the front was super expensive. Not even going into that. Makes me feel sick. Okay. Any other questions, guys? I just wanted to make sure the stream would be good tonight. I didn't want to stay on here for an hour, so I do apologise. Anyone that obviously is watching this stream afterwards, after I've already done it, then thank you very much for tuning in. Any questions, anyone? Might be a little bit of a delay. Decent optics for medium range M4. How much do you want to spend, Lucas? Give me a figure to work to, my friend. LiPo charger recommendations. So 50 quid tops. Wow. Go to S&I Tactical. Google it. S&I Tactical, and have a look at the optics on there. They're pretty good. Don't get the super cheap ones. So, for example, if you want an EOTech, don't get the £30 EOTech. Get the £60 one, like the one I've got on the Scar. My favourite optic is 67 odd quid from AliExpress, and it's the M4 comp. Sorry, guys. This scope. Is this one that's on here. So this is what I like the most. It's got a very, very clear red dot in the middle. If I turn this on, you're not going to see it. Oh, it looks super huge. Can you see that? Is it off? Yeah, so really good optic. Holds zero incredibly well. It's non-magnified, which is what I like. I don't like magnified optics. So that's the one that I use. I'm going to buy another one for the Scar because I don't like the EOTech. Cold Spear. AccuCell 6 for a LiPo charger. Yeah. I actually use a WE LiPo charger that I've had since I started Airsoft. Vortex T1. Guys, just a quick note on Vortex. Their warranty is absolutely legit. I've spoken to Vortex about it. So if you buy a Vortex scope, it's got a lifetime guarantee. If you take it out the very first day you own it and it gets shot and smashed out, speak to the guys at Vortex UK and they will replace it for you no matter what. No matter what. So Vortex, their warranty is extremely good. Am I going to be getting some of their optics? Say no more. Are you going to put a MOSFET in the TMs? And if so, what one are you going to get? If Gate do a next gen, I'll get a Gate. Richie has absolutely sold it to me. But on the flip side, my 416, which Richie tried breaking the other night, absolutely withstood all the punishment. And he said that the responsiveness from the 416 is not far off what he gets out of his Gate. He was super, super interested, super sort of blown away by it. Danny, sorry, dude, you won't be joining my Instagram live stream. Ben Scar, all the other rest of the guys that are over on Instagram, you're more than welcome to join me over on YouTube. Okay, back v Hench Airsoft. Wigs push back v Hench Airsoft. What a game it would be. Where's your honey badger? Wow, got rid of that, Harry, a very, 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 very long time ago. Already had a lens replaced, custom service on point. Yep. Chris at Vortex UK is a fucking great guy. Shouldn't swear. Sorry, guys. Gate Titan Next Gen rumoured Q2 this year. I have heard that. I will be speaking to the guys at Gate because they messaged me about Richie's video. Apparently, they really enjoyed Richie's video. Well done. That was good, wasn't it? Any other questions, guys? I kind of want to show you the 416 and how it fires, but I don't think you guys via the YouTube world are going to really see the responsiveness of that gun. Is there a better radio than the UV5R? In my opinion, no. Richie would say yes. Some of the bigger TRI radios, Cold Spear will tell you about it. They do like them. For me, they're very bulky. For me, my UV5R is the oldest piece of kit that I have, and it still works absolutely perfect. Ben Scott, EOD Gear, thank you very much for joining. You are more than welcome to bounce over to YouTube and watch it on YouTube. It's much better quality. Is there a better video? There's supposed to be a UV8R, 8 watt or something. Yeah, mate, again, I don't think I'd bounce a wave to it until mine's broken. Mine's been solid. It's lightweight. It works. I've never had any issues. It works with my Ray cows. Done. Sold. Sold, sold, sold. How do I pop out the super chat thing? I don't know how to do it. Okay, scrap that. Pop out chat. Here we go. Might make it easier just catching up with all the comments. Thinking of getting one of those CTR stocks for the TM recoil with extended rubber cut to hold a battery. Yeah, I know a lot of the Cold Spear guys run those. I know Matt does. I like the idea of it, to be fair. But then at the same time, I do like a bigger stock. I am a fan of the bigger stock. Hobbit's not difficult mod to do it all, looks tons better. Yeah, again, like Stuart said, you know, a lot of people find the weld better on the CTR stock. I actually don't mind the bigger stock on the 416. I do like the battery hold as well. You know, it has got a lot of it's got a lot of space in it. UB5R is all we run. Oh shit. Okay, fair enough. 152 for dual comms. Come on, the only reason he's getting one like Richie, you decided to dedicate that for dual comms. Bit more beefiness up. Yeah, yeah. Richie runs 2 of those 152s. For me, but then he's RO, so he kind of has to, and they are very good radios. And also, you can take them apart and repair them, which is pretty cool. Health is good. Best gun for 250 or under? Asking the wrong guy, dude. I'm sorry about that. I really do not know. I don't keep up with very many modern guns. Guys, join in on Instagram. If you want to follow over to YouTube, you're more than welcome. Everyone's over there in the super chat. Okay, sorry about that. Best gun for 250 quid. I really don't know. Maybe an Ares. I'm really not sure. Stuart, there you go. G&G Combat Machines, G&G CM16. Yeah, G&G seems to be the way to go. I know a lot of people that run them. My friend Jordan's got one. He loves it. He's had no problems with it at all. But yeah, I haven't really looked at kind of lower end guns in a little while. I seem to be a very bad TM whore that everyone seems to point out at the moment. Everyone seems to give me grief for it. They're like, Tim, you just bang on about TMs. I'm like, yeah, I love them. Absolutely love them. That and you get such good service from Camo Raids. Can't complain. But yeah, have a look at the G&Gs then, dude. That would be what I'd recommend. Cheaper ones being sold, I wouldn't buy. Get a real one. Get a real extended butter pad, but you're looking 100 quid for that setup. There you go, Hobbit. Straight in there from Cold Spear. I'm just going to wrap. See, this is the thing, right? So, guys, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, right? It's going to just film my face, but can you see this? Instagram is shutting me off. And I've had a real low rate all night, and it's absolutely caned my battery. So, Instagram live streams will be going. Best bag, in your opinion? What size? What size bag? Give me a literage to work to, my friend. Guys, over on Instagram, if you do want to tune in, best thing to do is head over to YouTube because Instagram is kicking me off the stream. So if you do want to do that, you can do that by going to the following URL, which is www.theheresygroup.com. Wow, 87 viewers on Instagram. How cool. Just wait for Adriano to get back, so 30 litres. Hard. Maybe the Mystery Ranch. I can't remember which one it's called. The split zip one. It's probably one of my favourites. 24-hour, yeah, 511 24-hour rush. Don't get the new version with the kind of mesh on the front. Get the old version with the POW, is it POW's loops down the front of it. Get the old version of it. That's good. The new version is pretty shit. I used to be a massive fan of 511. I've got a lot of their tops that are similar to this that you've probably seen me wear before. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, Adriano. I can't remember what it's called. It's the Mystery Ranch something split zip that goes like wise up the middle. Oh, right. The one that slings over his head is tiny. Yeah, so that's only a little, like 12 litre. Thanks, guys. I have a genuine CTR stock already, but not the butt pad. Keep coming across cheap imitations of them. Yeah, just try and get one and try and get the mod done that you don't have to put a Velcro strap around. Would be cool. I have a Rush 72. It's not bad for 1 or 2 dayer. Yeah, Rush bags are good. Again, the 511 stuff, if you can get that older stuff, is good. No, the one that flips over his head is tiny. It's smaller than the Warrior Cargo. What grenades do I use? Soft grenades. So, you know, like throwaway pyro. I've been using the Cloud 9. Now they don't make them anymore. Probably have to go to a Nola Gay, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. Or TLS effects, but they're super expensive. The Red Wolf grenade looks interesting yet. For me, I can't see it lasting. I think by the time you've thrown that 100 times in a building, it'll be fucked. Yeah, Cloud9's gone, sad to say. Tempted by a Rush for the day to carry tools, etc. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, TMRMR is the hands down best 9mm blank grenades, impact grenade, whatever you want to call it, by miles. I will show you mine. I have it on my belt at all times. Got a massive pile of kit here, just in this pouch here. The Warrior pouch fits it perfect, keeps it nice and concealed. And this is my TMRMR. I cannot tell you how many rounds have been through it. Definitely over 50, 100. I don't know, maybe 300 rounds. 300 either 9mm or 12 mag flash. Lots of mag flash. Cold Spear will tell you what the CAG training was like. He will vouch for it. We done the CAG NVG module 1 and 2, and there were so many mag flashes. I had PTSD for a few weeks. Yeah, it's crazy. I shouldn't joke about that, actually. But, yeah, it definitely left my head ringing for quite a while. Right, guys, I've got the battery flashing on my on the DSLR, so I've used the whole battery in this hour. I have got a mains adapter coming tomorrow, so I'm going to wrap this up real quick before I vanish. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for the feedback. If there's any more feedback that you want to give me, please do it on here, Facebook, whatever. I'm sorry I'm going to have to cut this short. Thank you, everyone, for having a chat. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the feedback. And I promise I'll put some notices up for when the next live stream is going to be. Thanks again, guys. I'm going to have to bump, but apologies. And hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers, guys. Thank you.